G'day guys. Reddit user Grim Ghoulie posted an image of the tips, tactics, and passwords section taken from an old copy of GamePro Magazine, issue 16 from November 1990 to be exact. This was basically a section in every issue of the magazine where players at home could send in their own tips and tricks to hopefully have them published to help others and show off to their friends that they made it into the magazine. One tip in particular was for Super Mario Land for the original Game Boy, where Joe McQuiston from Corey in Pennsylvania, USA, states that if you slowly disconnect your headphones from the Game Boy while in World 1-1, it'll play different music. Today, I thought we would try this so-called tip and see if it really does change the music, or if Joe McQuiston was trolling us all along. We've got an original Japanese copy of Super Mario Land. They are identical to the other international releases, and we'll try it on my red Play It Loud Game Boy first. Instead of headphones, we'll just be using a pair of cheap Logitech speakers. So I'll put them here. They are USB powered, so I'll just be plugging them into a power bank, and you should be able to hear the hum when I touch it. So we'll power it on, see if it works. So it might be hard to see the screen, but hopefully you can hear the Super Mario Land 1 music playing through the DMG speaker. I'll plug in our Logitech speakers and see if it works. So it is currently playing through the Logitech speakers. Now, apparently if I just slowly disconnect it, it should change. And you should be able to hear just the percussion. So I'm not too sure if that's what Joe was talking about. We'll keep pulling it out a bit further. I'll just move it off screen so you can see it. So that's just a little bit hanging out. And back to stereo. One channel only. And that's from the built-in DMG. So that's speakers. There we are there. It is quite tricky to get it working, but I guess if you call the percussion track a different song, then technically it works. I think next we'll try it on a Game Boy Color. The article was from 1990, and the Game Boy Color obviously wasn't out then, but we'll try it anyway just to see if it's any easier or different. So we've got my IPS Game Boy Color, and we'll do the same thing. Plug the speakers in. And there you are, just the percussion. I think next we'll plug in my splitter, which should split it to left and right channels. And we can see if the audio is actually split left and right, percussion and melody, or if it is just something shorting out inside the Game Boy. So plug that in. Just to test it, I'm just going to hold one of the channels. So you can see on the red channel, we are getting the full song. Change over to the black channel. Go back to the red channel. So interestingly, we were getting the full song on both channels. The percussion was a little bit lowered when splitting it though. So it seems you can only single out the percussion channel by very slowly pulling out the 3.5mm jack from your Game Boy. I guess Joe gets a pass on this one, since technically only hearing the percussion track could be classified as a different tune, and if you are a kid, you probably wouldn't know any better. I think that'll do it for today. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching.